Hey guys, Stealth here, and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. It's been a long while since I have played this game, and I was interested in playing it again after seeing that there is an upgrade to it, or at least an update. The update supposedly brings more stability, and hopefully later game reduces lag because of that. It is something that happens quite a bit with this game. Early game, perfectly fine. Later game, not so great. So let's see if this is going to impact the stability at all. I'm going to be running a nice and relaxed campaign. We're going to be going for a tropical island, or a tropico setting if you will. I'm going to be using the names of lieutenant ranks at my YouTube membership for those of you who are interested in getting their name listed as a line in the game. I already have a few of those, and of course not only would you get your name in the game, but you're also directly supporting the channel. So if you want to do that, hit the join button next to the subscribe button, which you have undoubtedly already ticked. And that way you can support the channel and get your name in the game. I'm not sure how many episodes there are going to be. I'm planning on somewhere between 10 and 20, depending on how good the stability is going to be. It has to remain playable, otherwise it's not fun to watch and not fun to play. And it's going to be a few mods, but not too many, because I don't want to have too much pressing onto the already potentially not that great game engine. So let's go to a free game. A nice tropical island is being generated. I'm going to go with a few mods such as Industry Expanded and the add-on for Industry Expanded, and thereby making sure that there are a few more industries that will have to be brought together in order to function. Medium towns, low industry is what I've found to generate a ton of industries already. There are 193 industries on this huge terrain. There are quite a lot of forests, a bit of hilliness, moderate mainland, and a lot of islands, as you can tell. And this is what I like, because it means I can play with more ships. Now, the series will not be strictly business only, if you will. I'm also going to be going with a couple of cinematic shots to make this nice and relaxing content, so you can listen to it, fall asleep, and I will not be offended. The mods that I'm going to be running, I'll also list these in a separate collection on Steam and link it down below in the description. Industry Expanded and its add-on, which is going to give me more industries and stuff to ship. Different bridges, some assets for more trucks, colors, cargo assets, cars of the 90s, expanded cargo demands. This is dynamic growth, so that if a town grows, it could get another demand. Modular station roofs, modern and 1.1. Natural town growth. Ship expansion. This is going to be very amusing probably, because we're going to have potentially destroyers moving around, shipping off people from one end to another. Vanilla Plus and the warehouse. There might be a ton of other mods that you can think of would be interesting, but I don't want to add any more at the moment, simply because I don't want to overdo the engine. Town names. Let's set this up as American. Difficulty medium is fine. And environment is temperate. Yes. Save and begin. So here we are. Map has been generated. And it is enormous. There is so much that we need to transport. So many towns that need to be supplied and connected to the rest of the world. Loads and loads and loads of water to traverse. And of course, lots of money to be made. I have 30 million available, and I need to start looking for some opportunities. Let's see about the biggest towns. What do we have? Oops, that's building industry. Biggest towns. What do we have available? How many pops do they have? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this correctly, but Olath has the largest population at 315. Maybe I can make that work and connect that through the road connection that's already there to Boston, with its mere 96 residents. This way I at least can get some early money going, and I can also build a connection to Hartford. And Chandler and Independence. There are no roads. No, the road stops here. There's no road from Boston to Chandler or Hartford, so I would have to build that road. But then I could have... Well, I could go busing from Salt Lake to Indy to Chandler to Hartford to Boston to Olath to... Well, that's a bit of a stretch. To Amarillo, maybe. Or I could go with a train. I think early on I'm going to let them grow. and not throw down a train station just yet. Just let them grow a bit and see if I can get these guys to start growing together. So we have Olath at, I'm going to put this in, 315. And we have Boston over here at a mere 96. Putting that in to see what sort of growth we can get to. Alright, bus line. I want to have a building. Let's see, what would be a nice route? I could start here. And, well, it doesn't quite cover... Actually, this one is a pretty good stop. This covers most of the town. So we could go from here. From here to there. Then along the roads and into Boston, which might be covered by just one bus stop. It's going to be a very busy bus stop at that. So maybe expand that. And make sure that we have a bit more room for it. I'd rather not demolish anything if I don't really have to. Can we just move that back into position? Let's see, does it cover everything? Pretty much. Pretty much. I can also use this as a later tram station, for example, and as a transfer terminal from Boston to a different town. Alright, connect that. Could just be a small street. And then set up the line. Now, as I mentioned, you can get your own line featured in the game, depending on whether you are a member of the channel or not. It's only the Lieutenant tier, which is a $5 a month. I thought that was reasonable. So this is going to be the TAN 177 bus line. One of the lieutenants that I currently have. Considering that I'm going to be using more and more buses from Boston to other parts of the area as well. Let's throw the bus station here. Or not the bus station, but the road depot. Turn that around. There. Considering the low, at least I think low amount of population that we're going to be transporting, I'm more interested in speed than anything else. So let's go with 2 buses and set those up on the TAN 177. Alright, so those guys are going to go. If I can build a road to Hartford, that's another 112. I can have a transfer station here, so I can have the bus go from there to there, through the transfer station, and then pick up the transfer station, go to Hartford. Yeah, so I can immediately adjust the line that I already have. Let's give me a different platform here, and go with the street. This does not need to be an urban street. It needs to be a medium country road to take people home. No, I do not need tram tracks. And I might need bus lanes, but it's a bit early for that. And we're going to go from there, right on the edge. To here. Whoa, no, 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 not with tunnels. I might have some money in the bank, but not that much. We're going to go right there. Okay, so Hartford immediately gets connected to the rest of the world. Put a bus stop. Well, in the middle of town here would be great. Yeah, good. Alright, that means I'm going to adjust the TAN 177 line. It's going to go 1, 2. So after this one here to Boston 96 South. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. This way we should be able to pick up any passengers from there. Next bus line. Starting here and going to Hartford. Hello. There. Whoops. Once is enough. And this is the Ricardo Hay line. Bus line. There too, I'm going to go with 2 buses. Actually, no, maybe just the one. Maybe just the one, because the other line is going to be far busier. This line is going to be far busier probably than this one. It's January 2nd, 1950, and I still have 28.5 million left. I could set up a bus line from Hartford to Chandler. And what I have found in this game through the different seasons that I've done, building one big bus line or train line from Olathe to Hartford to Chandler to Independence, it's usually not that beneficial. Because you're going to have passengers which go, for some reason or another, with a really weird route. And it just, well, for me it hasn't worked that well. Your mileage may vary, of course. But I find it easier and more flexible to have one bus line that connects a town to another town. That way you can very easily scale up or down depending on what you need. This one's going to go from Hartford. Hartford. This used to be easier. From Hartford to Chandler. We're going to go stop there, stop here again. Done. All right, this is the VF114 Jack bus line. And one more. No, actually on the edge of town. There. All the way to Independence. And that's going to be the Iron Rats line. Iron Rats bus line. There we go. Okay, that's a couple of bus lines set up. Now to make sure the vehicles depart. I'm going to have one on... Oh, hold on. Can you not make it there? This is connected. This is connected. That's connected. Why can you not go there? The buses are departing. Excellent. Oh, it's because they're... Right. I'm not on the visual thing. That goes to the Iron Rats line. And this one is going to go to VF114. So we've already connected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 towns. Now let's see what these towns need. Olathe, for example. Oh, actually, adjust the name. Hartford 112. Already growing. Chandler 182, and finally here Independence 112. Okay, that's their pop start. What destinations do they have? Some want to go to Chandler, one to Fremont, one to Hartford, a couple to Pasadena and Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City, St. Petersburg. Pasadena's all the way over there. Okay. Right. Largest town. How quickly can I make Olathe grow? They need bricks. Bricks are produced here, and you can do that in several different ways. You can ship slag to them. You can ship sand or marble plus stone, and you get bricks out of it. I can get marble from here. I can get coal from there, but I don't need that. I can get marble from here. That's very close by. Marble, food, iron mine, forests. That's all nice and good, but what I'm looking for, ideally, is the easiest one, which is just sand. So, where are my sand mines? No, industry. Sort by products. We're looking for somebody who can produce sand. That's the Beaumont Fuel Refinery. It's a side product of theirs. But there should be separate facilities that provide that. Unless... No, actually, it's... Oh, it's a side product. Right. Okay, the alternative was to go with marble and stone. Marble I have. But where can we find stone? Who produces stone and where are you guys? This is kind of the risk with having low amount of industries. It might provide a map where the stone is very far away. This is stone. Ann Arbor. Oh, this wasn't terribly far away. Well, it's not as bad as it could be. Okay, that's one option. The other one is Jersey. That... no. No. It's way too far. Alternatively, the third one is Ann Arbor. That's also quite far away. And we have Syracuse. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing all these names correctly. I'm not American myself. Okay, from there, it's the same issue. They got those 2 stone mines over there. So, building bricks for this town, not stellar. Goods are worse. Oh, they also need food. They had a lot of demands. And mail. What about the mail? The mail is one of the new requirements. Who produces mail? It's the sorting centers, isn't it? Chandler has one. Chandler... hold on, do the towns produce mail as well? I thought they did. How did that work again? No, these are the industries that I can build, which I really do not want to. Because it's extremely expensive. If I go with a station here, no. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Tools, no thank you. Anyway, there's a sorting station for the mail there. Where were the other ones? Hartford. Oh, that's not too bad. Hartford's quite close. And the other one's in Houston. That's a bit farther away. So this one can do. And they require unsorted mail, which I believe gets produced by some towns. But how? Let's see if I make a truck stop, if that's going to create a demand for it. Does Chandler need mail? Yes, they too need their mail sorted. Alright, very simple test. Truck station. I only need 1 platform really. Spin that round. And as far away from the catchment area as possible. Okay, that ends here. There. Oh, I don't need trams. And then over here in Chandler. Yeah, here's their mail. But it might have been bugged. It's been a while since I tried this mod, so... I believe that unsorted mail gets produced by towns. I'm just not exactly sure how that worked. I'll make sure I'll look into that for the second episode to ensure that it actually works properly. Just give me... yeah, 1 platform left, 1 platform right's fine. But ideally somewhere a little closer to town. Here? I barely catches anything. Ah, yes. I did a little quest, and I found that when you have a commercial building that gets their demands met, then they start to produce mail. Unsorted mail at that. So if I want to start shipping mail, I first have to make sure that these guys get food. There are some different ways to do that. You can start with this, for example. You can go from grain to livestock, and then from livestock to food. Provided, of course, that you have the right industry for the job. Which at the moment, well, it's not anywhere nearby. Unfortunately. This is an interesting one, though. I just spotted this. Oil well, refinery, fuel, and they need fuel. Okay. Little target of opportunity. I'll do this, and then I'll go back and build the stuff that I wanted. So let's make a road. This one does not need bus lanes. To there. I don't really want to go through the town, and I still have quite a bit of cash. So might as well. Okay, we're gonna need a few different things. You want your truck stop over here to deliver the fuel to the entire town. Then a truck stop to pick up the raw oil, the crude. Just here. I can make an entrance and an out, or an entry point and an extra exfil point. So configure station entrance, station exit. Remove that part, station entrance. Okay, tie that in. Then to here. It's a short hop. I hope that this is going to be profitable. It probably won't be in the short run. We can do the same thing here. Configure. Although it is pretty close. Whoops, that's the wrong one. Needs to be that one. Okay, and then from here, streets go there. Right. New line. Start. Intermediate. Intermediate again. Go there and recycle. This one is going to be the David Cowles fuel line. Make sure they have a truck spawn. Building... no. Here. Slam that down somewhere in the middle. Let's see, what truck would be decent for this? Because we got the Opel Blitz tank truck. I think that would be decent. This one accepts all cargo, but it's slightly lower in capacity. Let's take 2 and put those on the fuel line. There we go. Anyway, I was looking actually for a food processing plant, just to see where I can find those. So, food. We have one near Amarillo, Freeman. Oh, Independence. Interesting. So there's one all the way over there. And it accepts either meat or coffee beans or alcohol and turns it into food. Right. I would then need to turn the livestock from here into food. So I also need a meat processing plant. That's going to be more difficult. The alternative was alcohol or coffee beans. Are there any coffee beans nearby? Afraid not. Afraid not at all. There's coffee beans here. But sorry, that's coffee berries. And then you need to... yeah, you need to turn those into coffee beans. Oh, this might be an option. Tallahassee farm to the Amarillo food processing plant, turn it into food, and then ship it to Boston, for example. That could work. But I'm actually trying to get it to Olathe. Considering this distance, I think a train might be warranted. I still have 26.7 million. Let's set up a train line. Start with the end in mind. I need to ship this from here to here using trucks. So start with the train over there. It's going to be a cargo transit station. I might actually be able to use this train line to also start shipping passengers to Tallahassee at some point. So tracks, standard tracks should be fine for now. And we're going to end up near Olathe. And I'm saying near Olathe because I want to start shipping stuff into town. Let's make it a cargo station here. And potentially have the passenger station closer to the town. Like here on the edge of it. So the passenger station would be at passenger terminus. Stopping right about... yeah, let's say there. Track goes here. This is more future planning. It's not necessarily going to be something that happens right now. Okay, so they got their building over there. Then we need to have a truck stop close to it. And the truck stop, in order to interact, needs to be pretty close. Truck station. This can be a medium country road. That's fine. Let's make it slightly curved, shall we? There. Okay, we are going to drop off that stuff where they need it, which will also start to generate unsorted mail. Here's the commercial district. This is where they want their food. This down here is all residential. So, new line. This one to there. And this is going to be the Oliveira food supply. At this point, I am running out of lieutenants. Very, very quickly. At this point, I might also start to use other ranks. Anyway, let's say the lieutenants have priority. Okay, train station. Train depot. Spin that slightly around. There. And this one then is going to be transporting food from Tallahassee to here, to Olath. So this is going to be the, yeah, believe it or not, the Pisswasser food line. This is fine. I just need to make sure that there's a road here to have the train station capture the stuff from the food supplier. Otherwise this whole thing is a bit useless. Wait. It doesn't capture it? Are you kidding? That would be unfortunate. There we go. Now it captures it. Good. Okay, and then from there to there, I'm going to go with a truck stop. So, to ensure a very steady supply of resources. What I'm hoping for is that this construction is going to generate so much traffic, so much food, that I can also supply it to different towns, so that they too will start to grow. Road depot. So long as it doesn't interfere too much with future plans, that would be great. All right, and then from there to here, Tallahassee grain. All cargo. This should be a dump truck. Yeah. Saurer C-type tipper truck. Grain. 13 units. I'll take 2 of those. Tallahassee grain. And now we're going to start to really invest in some vehicles, because trains get expensive quickly. Electrics. Crocodile for 6 million, 8 million, 11 million, or 7 million. I think a croc is fine for 6. Cargo. It is food. Does not get transported by everything, but the boxcars can do it. And they transport 8. Judging by that, the larger boxcars do seem more tempting, but the vehicle only does 75. So going with the larger boxcars, yeah, I can buy 2 of these for less than 1 of these. So let's add a few of these. Let's say 32. 7.5 million. I need to set up the line for that. Oh, sorry, no, that is the... Is that line? Or was that the truck line? No, that was the food supplier. So yeah, that is the correct line. So this train onto the Pisswasser food line. Okay. These are already on the way. They're picking up the grain. Let's have a nice relaxing drive through the countryside, shall we? Let's see what these guys are up to. Coming into the station. Fields of green. Grain's being sorted. Alright, grain picked up. Moving out. Oh, sorry, they're picking up now. 13 out of 13, and off we go. So far, not too much interaction with the water. The tropical side of it will become apparent later. At least the naval variant, that is. And we're off. And this is what I meant, of course, with I'm going to be doing some stuff with, let's say, slightly more cinematic content. Hopefully relaxing you, allowing you to catch a bit of breath after potentially a work day, a day at college, university, school, whatever it is that gets your blood pumping. And, well, something to unwind. Taking a right turn here. I'm not sure what they're giving way to exactly. Skybox looks nice with those clouds. The Tallahassee grain line, in case you're wondering, is something that I still need to rename. So if you're quick becoming a lieutenant, this could be your line. I'm not really going to dole out preferential treatment to the tune of, okay, you can have this line, or people saying, hey, I'm a lieutenant now, I want that particular line to be named after me. It's going to be a bit random. It's going to be whatever I need to name at that given point. But I thought I would use this as a way to say thank you for those of you who are supporting me. There is the train depot and the truck stop next to it. You can see the food processing plant in the distance. We're going to make a left turn. And the truck stop is right over here. So time to zoom out and see if the truck is going to be dropping this off at the food supplier, which then wakes up and jolts itself to action. Currently nothing shipping, of course. Bling. There we go. 33,000 was made, which is not going to very quickly turn a profit, but it should at least start to recoup some of the investment. Over here, the food's being produced. And then the line over here. Oh, actually, I think I missed one. Yep, I missed one. I did not put a truck on the Oliveira line. So the food is not being brought into the town. That's why there's no demand. That is an oversight. The Benz truck does 40. These things do 60. I'll take 2 tarpaulins. That's 3 tarpaulins. I'll take 3 tarpaulins, and these are going to go on the Oliveira food supply line, which should start signifying to this factory here that we need the food to be delivered to the train. Truck comes in again. Dropping off more food. Shipment is still set to 0. There we go. Shipment is now 1. Do they know who their consumers are? Yes, they do. It's going to be an Olath. How much does Olath need? They require 29 food. So the train comes in with what? 24? 32. That's going to keep them going for a while. I think I might have one too many trucks here, because these things can carry 12. So either I would need fewer trucks or more supply from the food. Is there food being delivered? Yes, there is. The Pisswasser food line. Sorry, I cannot say that without laughing. The Pisswasser food line is now operational. The other lines, let's see how they're doing. The line manager, this one. They're all turning a profit, with the exception of the food line, of course, and the other food line. This one is the food supply directly into town, and the food line is the one that transports the food from there to here. The rest of these seem to be making a bit of money. Not terribly large amounts, and it won't exactly recoup my 15 million investment soon, but give it some time and it should take over. Alright, that's going to conclude this first episode. I hope you have a nice time watching this. Again, I hope it helps you relax. I hope YouTube doesn't throw in too many ads. I will try to control that, but, well, I did an experiment recently, and controlling YouTube's ads is an exercise in futility. If you want to see more about that, link down below in the description. You can find out more about what that little experiment was and what the results have been. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your support. I hope you enjoy the series, and I'll see you soon for another episode.